motherfuckers out of my kitchen.
Our king, our Iranian king.
That part, our Iranian king, if you will.
My king, my king, my king.
Love. What's going on, y'all? I'm Jeremy, the Flavor Finessa.
Period.
We got
the foodie bitch,
that
Asia.
part right there. And we got an extremely special guest in the building. Yes. You understand me? Huh?
Okay.
So the GOAT, Bashirian. Bashirian.
Period. Bashirian.
There we go.
Bashirian.
Exactly. See, I want to say share because it's like a share bear,
Share bear.
Like Care Bear.
He's
like,
giving share bear.
Share, all
very
day.
much so.
All
very
love,
much
man.
so.
Definitely.
Our Gemini king. I feel like we always have to start with what's our sign.
It's
it plays into so much
it
of the dynamic. We've got a Gemini man here.
It's
okay. A Leo.
A Leo. You know what I mean?
An Aquarius.
I don't know what that equals, but I know
it equals craziness.
That part.
Okay. Fun.
Especially with me.
Period. Yes. You don't know what he's on. You don't know what side he's on. Period.
No, you being a Gemini kind of makes sense now, though, man. I didn't even realize it, man. But
right?
It definitely
He's
does
very
make
much
sense.
a Gemini. Very much a Gemini.
For sure. For
very
sure.
Much a Gemini.
Well, welcome.
Thank you, man.
To our pod.
Yes.
Break that bread.
Break that motherfucking bread.
Make sure you subscribe on YouTube.
Thank you.
You understand me? Like and subscribe, actually. Feel me?
Comment.
Comment
we
as
love
well.
A comment.
Comments are very necessary.
Love or hate. We're fucking with a comment. You know what I mean?
It don't matter.
Okay.
I don't feel like it matters.
Because everything fuels us.
That part.
Period.
Now, Big Soul, you are really a GOAT in this food space. So let me just give y'all the rundown of this right here. Man.
Sunday gravy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Shout out to
if
Sunday
you know,
gravy.
you fucking know.
Straight up. Well, bro has been in a food space, or I say your family's been in the food space for like 30, 40. Was it 40?
Touching 50.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's amazing. Damn.
If you know that joke, we love that joke. Damn.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. If you know Gino's, an LA institution.
Yeah,
okay. We've got an LA born and raised here. Okay. This is a rare breed. We're rare breeds. Okay.
You guys are actually, and I know, me not being from LA, I know you can expound on the impact that he's had a lot more than I could. You know what I'm saying?
Just to know, like, that he's from Gino's lineage is like insane, right? Like this is royalty in LA. Okay, I love it.
You don't know Gino's pizza company. That was the primary cuisine they served with Italian.
Okay, I think we need to hear the story.
Oh man,
the story. Okay, the story.
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Yeah, let's do it. So my pops came here from Iran about when he was 20 years old. And landed in Douglas, Georgia, of all places, and made his way to Washington, D.C., and, finally realized he had some family out in L.A., and particularly I think they were staying in Inglewood.
Inglewood.
And so, yeah, my dad made the road trip from Washington, D.C., out to Inglewood. His goal was to become a pilot. So he wanted to
like a flight
pilot. Yeah. So he went to, at the time it was Northrop Grumman. They had a flight school. So he enlisted there, and he was working odd jobs. As an immigrant, easiest job to get was busboy, dishwasher. By the time he got out to LA, his English was good enough to where he could be a waiter. So he was a waiter at the Marriott Hotel over on Century in LAX.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Your roots in LA are so fucking real.
Yeah. So he was working there while he was going to school. Really good at saving money. Saved up a bunch of money, and on an impulse, he bought a Porsche, which is so weird.
Okay.
Bought a
the American
Porsche.
dream.
Papa gotta have a life too.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
He's got his wants, his needs.
Yeah, and driving that around for a month, he was kind of like, man, what am I doing? What's the point of this?
Okay.
By chance, he met this family that was building a restaurant in Inglewood on Centinela and La Brea. And he, they were a family, and they were gonna build a Mexican restaurant, which a lot of times if you come to the restaurant, you see the arched windows. People think like, oh, this must have been an old Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, yes, they always say that.
Yeah, they do. And but no, it wasn't. It was a family. They were trying to open their own restaurant. Very last minute, they got cold feet, and my dad was right place, right time. Sold his car.
I'll take that.
Bought the restaurant.
Straight up.
Period.
Yeah, bought the restaurant and started working in it by himself.
So did he have a concept, or it was just like, or was that more impulse like he did the Porsche?
Pretty much what he had sort of picked up working in restaurants,
Gotcha.
while he was, going to school. Things that he just picked up, he put those things on the menu. And then things also like Persian kebab,
Okay.
like Persian taco, like things like
A
that.
Persian taco.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like kubide with in a taco shell.
Period.
Yeah,
You said Kubina?
The fusion.
kubide, which is
kubide.
like our ground beef kebab.
Got you. I never knew how to. Thank you for that
Yeah,
pronunciation.
Okay, we needed
I see it so many times.
Okay.
And I never know how
I'm
to actually
glad you
pronounce
asked,
it.
'cause I needed
So God
it.
bless you.
Kubide kebab. Yeah.
We're cultured. I love it.
Burgers, sandwiches, and that was him.
Just a random bit of stuff.
little sandwich stand.
Okay.
Yeah. One day, this guy walking up the street comes to him and is like, "Hey, this is a, really good spot for pizza place. Like, do you know how to make pizza?" And my dad's like, "No, I don't know how to make pizza."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, I'm gonna come and show you." So this old man comes, teaches my dad how to make pizza and pasta, and worked with him for like a week and then disappeared. My dad
was an
never
angel, man.
saw him again.
That was a real life
We call
angel,
him-
man.
No,
Pizza
like
angel.
I've heard this story now twice,
Yeah.
and it's my favorite story ever.
Yeah.
Like a literal fucking angel,
Straight
a
up.
pizza angel,
Pizza angel.
Wow.
Shout out to the pizza lord,
the pizza angel,
the regular lord.
literally.
And so my dad started doing pizzas, and then from there it just took off.
Okay,
Dope.
where did the name Gino come from? Where did that come
Because
from?
your dad's name is not.
My
Gino.
dad's name's not Gino's. The restaurant was called his name is Ahmad, and he kind of driving through America. He'd see like places named after like Pat's or
Yeah.
it's like
So
he was
this
like,
is Ahmad's.
I'm gonna call it Ahmadi's.
Amani's, okay.
Yeah.
A little,
Yeah, nice
a
little ring
twang
to
on
it,
Yeah.
A little
for sure.
twang on it.
So he called it that, and then I think right around like once he became Italian, an Italian spot, he was like, "Well, what did they call Italian places like when I was driving through?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, like I've seen places called Gino's, so I'm gonna call this Gino's."
Okay.
But he did it
Okay.
with a J, and usually Gino's like G.
With a G, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
He put his twang on
He put
it.
his twang on it. Yeah.
And here we are today,
And
50
here we
years
are,
later.
Gino's, yeah.
50 piece.
It went from that location to he had it in Hawthorne, Gardena, Carson.
Yes,
Dope.
real
El
LA, for
Segundo,
real.
Inglewood. He had a location on Yukon and Doty, Imperial and Doty, where I told you like he had the pictures of all the Laker players.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They were signed and I mean those places were just that place was.
Wait, he had the pictures of.
He had like he.
Vintage
So
That
there-
is such an aesthetic. Like
Yeah, it
though,
is.
like that is.
There
That's chef's
there
kiss.
were because he was by the Forum. There was a lot of people that worked with the Lakers or worked with the Forum in general that would come and eat at the restaurant.
Yes.
And so just like little gifts, like here's a picture, and there were action shots of like
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar doing the skyhook or like Magic.
Oh
throwing
my
the pass.
God, I'm obsessed.
And some of them were signed and some of them weren't.
Yeah.
But it was like just like cool. Like those '80s photos.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
No,
about.
like,
I'm
that
thinking
is
of Upper Deck
I
playing
literally
cards,
can
thinking of
imagine
those
it. It's in my
videos.
mind's eye.
Yeah, that's hard.
Man, I remember that as a kid because we would go there. He had a big screen TV, and we would sit there. And when the fights would come on,
Yeah.
like man, that place would just be packed.
Period.
And
That's
and-
wavy as fuck, bro.
Okay.
Oh man.
What happened to the pictures now? You still got any of the pictures?
So
Where are the
sometime through like remodeling, they just got lost. My dad thinks that like
Devastating.
someone came and just probably like took them.
Hey, if you
Probably
motherfuckers got them pictures,
Literally,
I'll
we
find
want
you.
them back.
No.
You understand me?
Bring them.
Please
We won't call the authorities.
reward
Pull
him.
up on you,
Literally.
man.
Yeah.
For real.
But yeah, that was him, man. He just went from one location to I want to say it was like 12 locations.
Oh man,
yeah.
that's such a heavy lift, bro.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
not just like even coming from myself, like I'm starting with one location and going to two, and how fucking difficult that is, bro, to
tell me
manage
about it.
and then keep things consistent,
Yes,
bro. Like,
the consistency.
because that's everything.
Yep.
Once you lose your consistency, you lose your customers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you start to gain a reputation. So the fact bro was able to go from 1 man to 12 man and keep a consistent product, bro, that's
And
rare air.
it's a
You feel
house.
me?
It's a household name.
It is.
People fucking know Gino's.
If you in LA, you already know what time
you
it
know
is.
Gino's Pizza.
Yeah.
You know Gino's
you know
Pizza
that shit.
without a doubt.
No, it was, and you know, the thing is, throughout all that, I don't think my dad realized like how much people really, you know, enjoyed and how important he was to, you know, the cities that he was in.
But that's hard to see when you're in it. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
When you're the vessel, like you don't even realize the impact that you have on
Very
folks.
true.
You feel me?
I tell him that now,
Yeah.
because people will come to Sunday Gravy and they'll be like, oh, I used to come here when it was Gino's, you know, and then they'll hear about my dad's story, and then, you know, they'll know that we're the same family, and, you know, they'll be like, tell your dad, like, how much we loved him, how much we appreciated him, how much, you know, the memories that we had coming here after school or coming with our families. And so when I tell him that, like, it gives him this, like, different feeling, and then he appreciates it even more now.
Absolutely.
And so now when he sees us doing it as his kids, because, you know, he didn't want us really in this life. You know, he did it because
It's
he
a
had
hard
to.
life.
Hard.
It's a hard life.
Literally.
It takes
Yeah.
your life. Like you got to really love this
It
shit.
becomes your life,
Absolutely.
for real.
Like you have to.
Yeah, no, totally. He didn't want that for us, you know, because he went through that grind and he saw what it was like. He sees how it kind of keeps you away from, you know, family and friends, and you're just like, it's a constant grind. But like, I think through hearing these stories and seeing how much he was valued, it now, you know, when he walks into that restaurant and sees like what it is and what it's become, like, and how we're being kind of embraced and loved by like the community, it gives him that like really, you know, really good sense of like confidence and pride, and not only what we're doing but what he created and allowed us to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
For sure.
Because he definitely kicked the door down. He ain't just opened the gate.
For
You feel
real,
me?
literally.
did.
And
Paved the way.
Doing that, he also set an extremely high bar. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel any pressure to live up to the name of Gino's?
Oh, you know, when I think about, one, like, we're killing it, and then I think, damn, 12 and
Right,
killing it?
that
Like,
part. Yeah.
that's the part where you're like, shit, like,
Word.
you know, that to me is unfathomable. But, you know, I will say this, like, my dad had, you know, he did it. He didn't do it alone. He had his sisters.
Okay.
He had his family.
You have to have a team.
And they you know, they did that
They
together.
put the work in together.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
put that work in together, and that's what I'm doing with my sister. You know, like we're doing
Shout
that
out
together.
Ghazi, my queen,
We
my
love you.
absolute fucking queen. I love you, Ghazi. Yes.
Yeah.
If you've gotten the grace, the chance.
Listen, she got goosebumps.
Okay,
man.
literally, like I'm brought to tears
Listen,
over Miss Ghazi.
Yeah, she's an angel.
Okay.
She's another
She
one of
is,
those
she is.
angels walking around and just
A Pisces.
lights up a room
We
for
love.
sure.
It's you know, definitely, you know, can't do this without the help and support that the family has given us. You
Absolutely.
know, and you know, Ghazi's not here, but she's just as much a part of Sunday
Very
Gravy
much
as
so.
like I am.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
there wouldn't be it wouldn't be where it's at without her involvement there, and
Yeah.
like, you know, the support she gives and what
Rubber
she's
hip.
offered is, you know, and the life that she brings and the energy she brings to the front of the house.
Word.
Yeah.
You know,
Literally,
that
like
can't be
she makes
created.
the experience.
Definitely.
She does.
Definitely.
Very much
definitely.
so.
And it's not, and it's dope because you know it's not like that's really her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like
That's
an act.
just
You
her
come into
energy.
places and people
No,
get
that's her
this
energy.
fake ass energy. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
this is really you.
Yeah.
And I'm really here for it, and I love
Yes.
it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And
So-
she set the whole vibe. Like if
she
you've
does.
been to Sunday Gravy, like it's such a cute vibe in there, and that's all Ghazi.
And
That's,
if, and
that's
if you
all her.
haven't, and you are in LA, you definitely need to slide
Get
through
your ass to
because
Sunday
it's right by the
Gravy. Like,
airport.
at this point,
You feel me?
where you been?
Straight
like,
up.
You're a little late.
It's right. It's
But-
right by
but
the
get there.
airport.
It's in Inglewood. Like, come on now. Okay.
Everyone wants
Up
to
to
go to
no
Inglewood.
good,
Period.
right? For sure.
I would. If you know, you fucking know.
That part
Okay.
right there. All right, so Pops in the game 50 plus. You
Period.
know, he essentially sets you up to develop your own concept next, essentially, which is Sunday gravy.
Yeah.
All right. So where did that concept come from? Like, what did you? Was it a matter of you just wanting to continue the Italian style food, or like, do you have the same type of passion that your pops does? I mean, obviously you have to.
Yeah. No. You know, the Sunday gravy terminology is mostly found in the East Coast.
Word.
Yes.
New York.
Put the people on.
Yeah,
They don't know.
Mostly, yeah. So that the Sunday gravy is essentially, you know, the sauce that Grandma's been cooking all day on Sunday because she's got the family coming over. So that's been on her stove all day. It's got the different meats in it, the short rib, the sausage, the meatballs.
Y'all know I'm half white. It's Italian. I know it.
and you know, and that sauce, you know, is gonna go on the pasta.
Everything.
The bread's gonna
The
be
dip.
dipped in the
The meal is built around that.
Very much
and
so.
The family comes over. Everybody eats. They're having a good time.
Yeah.
They're, you know, and for me, it wasn't like, okay, you know, I like the name because of the sauce and whatever.
Yeah.
No, I liked the idea of it because of the family part,
Absolutely.
the coming together part.
It's giving breaking bread. It's giving breaking that bread.
Break
It's
that
giving
bread.
break that bread.
That part.
Very much so.
I'm not Italian.
No,
Word.
it's
I'm not
like a
Italian.
universal,
It's universal to
thing.
me.
Yeah, for sure.
It's we had that too.
Yeah.
Sundays were the days to go to my
You come
grandma's
together.
house, and
Yep.
she was cooking up a meal for all of us. You know,
Yep.
all me, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, parents. Like everybody was at grandma's house on Sunday,
Period.
and you know that was our Sunday gravy.
Dope.
Yep.
You know. It wasn't a red sauce,
Right.
But for us, it was a Ghormeh Sabzi. It was the, you know.
Let the people know what that is, including me.
So the Ghormeh Sabzi is like the, that's like the upper echelon, top of the line like stew.
Okay.
In Persian cooking.
Dope.
Okay, my mouth is watering.
It's sort of like
It's like is it a base stew? Like, would you use it for multiple things, or is it
no.
just
Okay.
This is like. It's a mixture of different herbs. So you got like parsley, leeks, cilantro. Some people put spinach in it, some people don't. But green onions,
Okay.
they're chopped up and minced up super fine,
Oh.
and then they're fried.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, they're
It
fried.
builds that flavor,
Builds that flavor.
that flavor profile.
You throw in a little bit of dried lime.
Dry lime?
Okay,
lime.
pause.
Yeah.
Like dehydrated?
Yeah, these are straight up dehydrated limes. They have
Dehydrated before dehydrated.
what's up?
Like dehydrated before dehydrated.
They look like little. They're dry. They're like sun dried limes.
Okay.
You ever seen like a brown
Okay.
lime?
Yeah.
On a tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take it further and further
Take it further and
to
further.
where the juice completely is
Oh,
gone,
outta here.
Okay.
but it seeps
It's all
into the
zest.
skin,
Gotcha.
right?
The oils.
The oils are all in the
Okay.
skin. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so it's got a very intense like sour, but if
Super
you use
bright,
too
huh?
much, no, not really bright. Like, but it adds a little just
bitterness?
a different bitterness to
Okay.
it. Yeah, like if
Okay.
you take a bite out of it, you're like, ooh,
Whoa.
this is too much.
Yeah.
But like if you use it the right way, it lends like this flavor to everything. This
Okay.
this bright sourness that's just
Dope.
different from like adding a fresh
Just a
lemon.
squeeze of
Gotcha.
lime, yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
absolutely.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And then you know you got some meat in there. Sometimes it's short rib, sometimes it's boneless lamb, but
You're
whatever
talking
sort
my
of braising
language.
stew. Yeah,
He's talking my
braising meat,
language,
yeah.
like-
Clearly. Fluently, actually.
Literally, better than me.
This has to cook on the pot until the oils that the herbs had sort of soaked in start to separate, and it just creates this nice like vibrant green stew.
Dope.
And we know you're a chef. Just
Yeah.
the way that you're breaking
Oh,
shit
it's
down
so
for
good.
us, like
So
your
it's
So good.
your
Yeah.
I can hear
your
the
flavor
passion.
profile is like far beyond.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no,
Okay?
this
Most.
is like if you're gonna marry a Persian man, like this dish, you have to
Master.
be able to master
Okay.
it,
Gotcha.
or else
Noted.
you're not
Noted.
good. Yeah.
The wifey master?
Okay.
Good. She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to.
Paulina
'Cause
does
I do
not.
it.
Like,
I don't
Paulina is
let- I don't
queen,
let-
period.
I know. I'm in the kitchen. I'm king of the.
Yes.
That's my
Exactly.
castle. I'm
Dope.
there.
You in there.
She doesn't
Yes.
have to master
Gotcha. Say
Ghormeh
less.
You
Sabzi.
master.
Say
I'm
less.
pretty
For
sure
both of
that
y'all.
my wife will make the best Ghormeh Sabzi I've ever
Damn
had
right.
in my life.
You're not
Just
second
on
that.
the record, okay?
She She will make the best one I've ever had in my life.
We're Team Paulina always.
Team Paulina. So,
Shout out,
but
Paulina.
I don't want her to have to go through that.
Yeah,
There's
no.
way too much involved. And
Wait,
she's,
I mean, just the lime. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm stuck on the lime.
yeah, no, it's great.
I'm ready for
Yeah.
that. I need
Oh.
that in my
I
All
like
life.
to see how the bitterness can play.
I'm saying.
'cause bitterness is also is very necessary to
Absolutely.
a dish.
And sometimes
you
I
know
can
what
be a bitter
Balance.
bitch, so I
Yeah.
can really fuck with that. I can really fuck. I can really fuck with that.
Spiritually, huh?
Yeah, spiritually, I connect with that. Okay.
Perfect.
So,
Okay. Bread and cheese.
Bread and cheese.
Bread and
What do you want to
cheese.
know about it?
Let's talk about bread and cheese.
I heard that was
Yeah.
something that you actually can't live
Okay.
without.
I
Is that
can't
true?
live without bread and cheese.
As you should,
Please
Yeah.
expound on that. Why? Because
Okay.
it seems so simple, but
Seems
like
so simple.
and it is,
it is.
and that's
Right.
why it works.
Right.
Absolutely.
We're completely aligned with this.
Yeah, I think if you say it on this, he,
What up, champ?
Period.
he agrees
Okay.
too.
Straight up.
Hell, motherfucking yeah.
He
Okay.
agrees too. Bread and cheese. Look,
Bread and cheese.
It sounds so simple, but just think about it.
I mean, isn't it like the oldest in the book?
Combination.
Like it
One of
has
them.
to be, right?
One of them for sure.
yeah,
One of
I
them.
would say so.
It's up there with Jesus, right? Like
Lord.
bread and cheese.
Absolutely.
They were breaking bread with bread and cheese,
Right.
correct?
What, was cheese was
It
there
was
too?
cheese was on
There you
the
go.
cheese was on the table.
Cheese has to be on the table.
Okay.
Cheese is, that's generations
Literally.
to generations.
Factual.
So cheese has to be there. But bread and cheese, look, like if you want to break it down simply, I'm not talking about a piece of toast and just a wedge of cheese.
No,
but
no,
it could
no.
be that too.
It could
Because it's
be.
amazing. Like you come home at night and like you don't have anything to eat.
Yep.
If you got bread and you got a piece of cheese, that's good enough.
That's grilled
Doing the game.
cheese.
That's good
That's
enough.
grilled cheese.
But like if I you're telling me if I put a cheese platter down and some really good bread, you're not gonna want to
Not
grab
gonna
that.
fuck that
and then if
up,
I told you you
absolutely.
can't ever have that in your life ever again,
You said cheese and bread, right?
that's
cheese
why
and
that's
bread.
why
Give me 1
vegan is
second.
out for me.
All right.
That's
Give me
why
1
vegan.
second.
all right.
Hold on. Next play.
continue.
Next play.
You get it though.
No, I was like,
'Cause
did you
then-
copy me? Did you copy me?
I think we're on the
Because
same
the-
wavelength.
Always.
We're on the
it's
same wavelength.
It's an air sign thing.
We're
It's an air
cousins.
sign thing. We're cousins.
Cousins.
Okay, just for context, I came in here and said CPT. And Mr. Soul here was the only person that understood CPT in the room, okay? And I said, wait, do you get that? He said, of course. Bitch, of course I get that, okay? But back to bread and cheese.
Yeah.
Bread, cheese, and a little bit of fruit
Sure.
can
yeah.
really change the game.
Yeah,
In a real way. A fig or two.
A fig
Yeah.
jam.
Okay.
An amaretto cherry.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
A nice mostarda.
Okay, tell the people.
Well,
You're bringing words to this table that I've never heard, and I'm ready.
so when I went to Italy, I brought
Okay.
back this jam made out of melon. Oh yeah,
Excuse me?
yeah. It was a honeydew melon that
Okay.
they turned into a jam.
Okay. It,
Yeah.
it got candied.
It got candied.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can just
I can
the intensity.
I can taste that in the back of my
Yeah.
I can
once,
taste
Once
that.
that's just candied, and then they add a little hint of mustard into it, so you just get
Okay,
that note.
break down the mustard for me.
It just adds a note,
Break down the
that
mustard for me.
zing of like
My bad. I had to put it in
of,
play.
of mustard.
Period.
I had to put it in bread
Okay,
and
as
cheese
he
play.
does, as he
Word.
does.
Not overpowering
Okay.
at all, but you get the hint. A little bit of mustard
Goes
at the end
a
of
very
something
long
goes
way.
a very long
So
Yes.
way.
we're thinking yellow mustard or like mustard.
I don't know what kind of
seed?
mustard they put in this.
Okay.
I'm sure it might have even just been a little bit of mustard powder or mustard seed that was
Okay.
crushed into it. But man,
Those are all such different flavors.
it was so good. It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
Okay.
Because
I respect it. That's the one thing Italians got. They got that food.
they
No,
they
they-
got
I hate to
yeah.
say it.
Definitely. Shout out
I hate to
shout
say
out to
it.
the
I really,
Italians.
the
you feel
Italians
me?
got it. They really did.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
know exactly what y'all doing.
Going to Italy made me a bougie ass bitch.
Huh.
It really
Yeah.
did.
And you know-
I hate to say it.
They say French food is like the
Pretentious.
building blocks.
I'm-
The building
It's
blocks.
pretentious.
I'm
It's too pretentious for me.
unimpressed. I'm
Nah,
unimpressed.
respectfully.
But that's been a take. Like more people, I feel like more people have been going to Paris, France, and they're like, "What?
Yeah,
what's
no,
happening
no.
here? This is
No,
supposed to
I don't,
be."
I don't agree with that.
No, the
I think
Italians got it for me.
Bologna is where it's at. like,
Bologna whoops people's ass.
Yeah,
For
Bologna
real.
is where it's at.
Undefeated?
Okay.
I would say
Bologna.
so.
They're undefeated.
Yeah,
For sure.
That's the cradle of like Italian food is Bologna.
Yes.
Is that northern Italy or southern
That's
Italy?
northern.
Northern?
That's northern.
Because I know the cuisines in northern
change, for sure.
drastically
Yeah.
because like north is like mountainous, so they're more like stews, bean based.
Period.
If I'm, I don't know. Y'all let me know if
Hey,
I'm wrong. Y'all would know.
I only know a little,
Feel
but
me?
it's hey, let
And
us
in
know.
the- in the South,
Let's
it's
talk
more-
about the limone. Can we
Yeah.
talk about the limone dish a
Limone?
little
Sure.
bit? If anyone
do
knows,
it.
like that is my favorite dish at Sunday Gravy, and talk about the influence, please, because that Italy trip, it changed,
Yeah, no,
it changed the world
absolutely.
for me. at
You're-
least. Your Italy trip changed the world for me.
Well, you know, I'm glad my honeymoon could do that.
Okay.
For you. You know, the al limon in Los Angeles is just it's become one of those dishes where like I think the brightness of it, the creaminess of it, it's kind of like the take on the it's the cousin to the cacio e pepe. It's got a
Okay.
little, it's a
Or you
little
got to
wild.
break it down even deeper.
okay,
Cacio,
because-
people ain't gonna necessarily be picking up.
Okay, let's bring
Okay.
it. Let's bring it.
So Alfredo, is this close to Alfredo? Because that's where the black people usually start with
Literally.
pasta.
With the
No,
salmon.
well, okay.
Okay.
So cacio e pepe is like Alfredo's like legit
Actual
father.
cousin,
Gotcha.
literally.
Yeah, he's the
very-
biological
Alfredo.
father.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
The
Say less.
biological
He's the
father, very
biological
much so,
father.
very much so.
Right? So cacio e pepe is
He
a
doesn't
very
really claim. He doesn't really claim that.
not
the
American.
child.
No. He needs a paternity test. He doesn't fuck with him.
Literally.
No, he's a little.
Alfredo, he's not sure. He's
No,
not sure about that
Alfredo.
one.
Not sure if you're my
Literally.
pop.
Not fettuccine Alfredo.
Word.
He doesn't know
Okay?
about fettuccine
No,
Alfredo.
absolutely not.
Not like the original Alfredo. I mean, I'll break it down. So, cacio e pepe is a Roman dish, and it's very simple because it's just fresh ground black pepper that is toasted in a little bit of olive oil. Then you have, traditionally spaghetti is used in that. And then some really good pecorino cheese or Parmigiano Reggiano.
Which
So-
is sharper.
Exactly.
It's a little bit sharper
And
than a regular
pecorino's
Parmesan.
cheese too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's sheep's. It's sheep's
Oh,
milk.
I
You
didn't
said-
know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pecorino
sheep's
Romano
milk,
is
gotcha.
And I love a
is sheep's-
pecorino.
is a
I
sheep's
didn't know
milk
that.
cheese.
Okay.
So it's got that, yeah,
There's a
and
brightness
it's
to
not
it, too.
It does.
aged
Yeah.
as long.
Okay.
A good Parmesan is at least 18 months.
Okay.
You know.
Shout out to all y'all Parmesans at 17 months. Y'all need to stay
Literally.
in
Yeah,
fucking
one
game.
more
Cheesemongers of the
Need
world.
one more month.
Okay.
All right.
Not
Real
one
way.
more.
So, and that cheese finally it just gets mixed in with the pasta water and the
Okay.
and the pasta and the stirring and the technique of it.
Yeah.
It builds a creamy sauce.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's when you have the toastiness of the black pepper,
It's sickening.
it does something.
So it's
stunning.
just
It's
different.
super simple, super light. The way you're explaining to me.
It's just the way the simple things come together.
Absolutely.
It's like
Yeah.
it's
100%.
never gonna match.
Yeah.
Or like some complex extra shit is
Right.
never gonna match a simple ass shit.
simply
The
executed.
complexity
Literally.
of that dish is in the technique of binding everything together because you got to just be like
Mixing like a
quick and mixing
motherfucker,
with
yeah.
it so that the cheese doesn't break and
Right.
that's
Yep.
where the pasta
clumpy.
water comes into play because the flour and the pasta water and the starch is what's going to act as your emulsifier so that your cheese and your water
Emulsifier.
Hope y'all
If
taking
you
notes.
caught that,
Together. Yeah.
Hope y'all taking
emulsifies.
notes.
It emulsification of it
Yeah.
all. Yep.
So
It's one of my favorite words.
Literally.
So that's the grandpa. Now Alfredo sauce, the legend has it that this guy named
Alfredo stresses me out. Alfredo stresses me out.
The legend is this guy named this chef named Alfredo. His wife was pregnant.
Okay.
She was craving pasta. But
Period.
didn't want any of the regular normal stuff.
Want some new shit.
Wanted some new shit. So he pretty much made the cacio e pepe without the black pepper,
Okay.
and he did a little bit of grated nutmeg.
Which is also an
okay.
extremely underrated
Flavor
spice.
combo.
Yes.
No, it is.
Literally.
And it's
Cheese
extremely
and nutmeg
versatile. You know what I
goes
mean?
in a
you
real
can,
way.
You can get it from fucking your Jamaican cuisine, you mean, all the way
Literally.
to Italian.
It can be
Italian.
savory to sweet.
Yep.
Like it,
That
it,
part.
it
Yeah.
has the range.
It
It
does.
really does.
It does.
It really does.
And a little goes a long
It really
way.
does.
You feel me?
The gratin with some nutmeg.
Oh yeah.
Stupid.
Oh.
Talk to him.
Stupid.
Talk to him,
Okay.
sis. Okay?
You know I will
Oh,
talk.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, I will talk.
So that was that's
Tell the people about the Serrano. I need
Oh yeah,
talk
back
about the
back
Serrano.
to the Alamo.
Okay.
All right.
Alamo.
Because so anyway,
Honestly, I've never had it before. When I go, I'm pretty much a stickler.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I'm definitely shitting you.
Please get the Alamone.
I'm not.
I'm an Alamone bitch.
I'm dead ass.
And I'm not a lemon bitch. I need you to understand.
And that's on me. I take full
you're
responsibility.
You're a lemon person.
I am. I love that
You're
shit.
with lemon.
Yeah, I do. But like, I'm weird because like I just get the same shit, man. It doesn't even matter.
You
like,
got your order. That's not. That
I
ain't
do,
no
man.
thing.
It's like, man, I need the short rib ragu. Of course, I need my Brussels sprouts, which are the best thing I ever ate.
TM.
Straight up. But you know what I mean? I have to get my garlic bread, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
so
very much so.
Those
Very
are
much
like,
so.
I think of other things, but it's just like, that's just.
We have our orders. No, we literally
in
have our orders at Sunday Gravy. Like, we do not fucking play
not at all.
Sunday
Not at
Gravy.
all.
Literally.
It's truly like that.
Well, you know, so
Serrano.
back to what you were.
Serrano. Bring us back to Serrano.
So Serrano. All right. So the Alamone, you know, becoming a thing sort of in LA and like becoming popular. We wanted to have our own version, and you know, we had one when we first opened, but it wasn't like, you know, for me, I don't know.
It didn't excite you.
It didn't excite me.
Yeah,
no.
I get that.
And I don't know why, like, and then I just thought, like, you know, why am I not, you know, just go back into my memories.
There you go.
And I remember that dish. You know, we went to Italy for our honeymoon, and we ate at so many good restaurants, and we made it a point that we're not going to eat anywhere where it's in like a main section.
For sure.
So we like would walk
where the locals are.
deep into the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They didn't speak any English, and they would just be like just as surprised to see us.
That's dope.
Literally.
That's dope.
So we found this restaurant based off of a recommendation of a friend who, you know, was there for a while, and it's called La Latteria. It's in Milan, and it was
Milan.
Yeah, in Milan.
Okay.
We walk in and cash only. It looks just like you just walked into like some grandma's kitchen.
That's dope.
And that's the only thing I'm
that's
interested
what you
in.
want.
If it doesn't look like that, I'm concerned.
Straight
You
up.
know what I mean?
And sure enough, the lady serving us was a grandma.
Yep.
And
Yo.
yeah.
A nona? Is that
A
what
nona.
A
Yeah.
nona.
A nona.
Come on.
No.
I thought he was Italian.
A no-no
Yeah.
and a no-no.
And we had Nona in the front, and I look in the kitchen, and no in the back.
Dope.
Okay, no.
That's how
Yeah,
you win it.
wearing,
You was
know,
cultured there.
Yeah.
You was Persian to Italian.
And we just told them, they're like, you know, bring us whatever.
Okay.
And
I
he
mean,
brought
that's
us out I remember it was a spaghetti, and it was a tomato sauce with a fucking giant pat of butter on it. And that was it. It was just tomato and butter.
I mean, you're talking my language again.
One of the best things I ever had, and it literally was just tomato and butter and a pasta. He brought
simple
us,
shit.
Yeah.
Dope.
The
Simplicity
simple
is key.
shit. It just does
Straight
it.
up.
He brought us out a veal cutlet, massive, with some lemon, and that was that.
Okay.
And then he brought us out this Alamone, and
Alamone.
this is the Alamone.
Okay.
And it had just studs of green on it, and I'm like, well, what are these? And like, took a bite, and it was just fresh Serrano pepper. Ooh. And it just
You brought
worked.
that straight from Milan.
It worked.
You brought
it
that
worked
straight from
and
Milan.
I thought about that dish so much after that trip, and Milan was the first stop, so we weren't coming back.
Yeah.
And
it was that influential.
Yeah, we ended up going to Osteria Francescana, which is like at the time was the #1 or #2 restaurant in the world.
Okay. And what did they have there?
3 Michelin star. It was, I don't know. It was a 3 Michelin star restaurant. It was in Modena. That was our trip. Was based on going to that restaurant.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And
You
I
traveled
swear,
for the food, like
I ate there, and it was great, and it's a wonderful experience.
Okay.
But all I could think about was that Alamone and being in that restaurant.
Nona.
Being in that
Nona.
restaurant.
And
Straight up.
Yeah.
No.
Literally.
No.
yeah.
Literally.
That was it. That's all I could think
That's
about.
hard,
That's where I want to go back. If I go back to Italy,
That's where you're going.
yes, I'm going back there.
But
Like,
that's really
that's where I want
just
to go.
anytime you travel, that's kind of like what you want
Finding
to go
those
off the beaten path.
spots
You feel
is
me?
like
You gotta,
really
yeah.
makes the experience.
You have to. You know what I mean? Anybody can go to the fucking
Yep.
to the 5-star. You can go
Yeah.
where you see where you saw on TikTok or you saw on fucking
Oh, yeah.
IG. You know
Literally.
what I mean?
Yeah.
To go somewhere, find something on your own, that even makes the experience that much more grand.
Yeah.
in my
Absolutely.
opinion.
And I tell people this all the time. Like, if you are going like to Italy, don't go anywhere near any of the big churches. Like,
No.
don't go anywhere where there's just like, you know, you might think, oh, I'm in Italy and I'm about to have pasta. And it's gonna be the best. No, like
They're
you need-
specifically scamming you.
They
are.
No,
yeah.
sure.
That's like the
Straight
version
finesse.
of like it is. It's a total scam because look, I don't know what the name. I'm not even gonna. Even if I knew, I wouldn't say the name.
Literally.
But it was hot. It was hot summer, and so they had the windows open. And I looked. I peeked into the kitchen. It was like hundreds of pre-cooked pastas.
Disgusting.
Just chilling.
Pre-cooked pastas.
Pre-cooked pasta just
In
chilling.
Italy?
In Italy. Just chilling.
In Italy? Period.
Come on, Lee.
I mean, come on now.
Italy, you better than that, right?
Come on now.
Come on now.
Chilling on a rack and waiting for like some tourists to come and order it up
And
so they can just dump it in the
literally,
water and like have it
and you know
out
what?
to you.
Those
Money
people,
grab.
That's churn and burn.
Yeah, straight
hey,
up.
it is what it is. But you just got to go to the places that are not
You gotta
there.
Exactly.
That's all
challenge
you got to
yourself.
do. Yeah.
For sure.
And look, like
Go off the beaten path.
when they
for
know
real.
you go to
key.
the tourist places, they know who you are and you know
Yeah.
who they are. You're not gonna get but when you go into a neighborhood,
Yes.
they appreciate
Exactly. They're
that
grateful.
you took the time.
Yeah, they really
to
do.
find them,
Honestly.
and
Yep.
support them.
Yep.
Because they're probably a mom and pop spot that's
Yeah.
like they're getting their but you took the time to and even though you don't know the language, the food is gonna speak.
Definitely.
As it does.
That's
It's
the
universal.
translator.
It's
It
definitely.
really is.
Definitely.
Yeah, and they'll bring out. You just leave it to them.
Yeah.
Right.
Bring out whatever you
Just
want.
let me know
Right.
what I need, and,
Yeah,
and,
they
I'm
will. They'll
gonna
take care
enjoy
of you,
it.
because
Literally.
that's when the hospitality comes into play.
Yep.
You're not gonna get that at the tourist spot. They
No,
just
you're
want
not.
you in and out because they
Exactly.
got 100 people.
They want you to
waiting
get
to come
Aperol spritz and fucking
get that.
spaghetti and
Absolutely.
meatballs. That's
It's
what they
a
want you to get.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And a fucking cannoli.
For sure.
And that's
Okay.
anywhere you go.
Yeah,
Anywhere
no,
you go.
very true.
Please,
Very true.
yeah. So,
Oh man, listen,
That-
man, you got me wanting to go to
Okay.
Italy, man.
hey, go anywhere.
Feel me?
Please
Like
go.
absolutely,
Please go.
Okay.
absolutely.
It did what it needed to do. I didn't want to admit it, but they did what
But
they needed to
they
do.
did exactly
I wanted
what
to
they
be a
needed to.
hater. I really did. I really wanted to be like, they didn't really give what they said they was going to give, but it did. It really did.
Man, shout out to Italy for giving when it needed to.
Period.
You know, not a shout out to the folks who be making all the pre-made pasta in Italy. I feel like
Absolutely
that's
not.
Blasphemy.
And the
Feel
fake
me?
gelato. We're not even going to talk about that one.
they faking the gelato
The fake
too?
gelato.
not the fake and baked lotto.
Fucking faking gelato.
Come on,
Okay.
Lee.
Let's talk about. This is a real LA king right here. Okay, because all I'm gonna say is money trees,
Yeah.
money trees,
Money trees.
Money
and these
trees.
walls.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
Go out for the people. Like you're really one of those. You're really one of those, and we love it.
What do you want to know about
Talking
money trees?
about
and
point of
these
reference.
walls?
So
Okay. Yes.
we heard through a little birdie that when
Through a little
you
birdie.
cook,
Yeah.
you feel me? You like
Yes.
to play these certain songs.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
valid, huh?
Yeah.
We all have our playlists.
We definitely do.
We all have our
definitely do.
playlists.
Yeah, and,
drop one
and
with this
those
episode,
those two are on the list.
welcome.
And
Literally.
I'm a huge Kendrick Lamar fan, like through and
Shout out
through. I'm a
Kendrick.
huge Kendrick Lamar fan.
Yep.
It's a I don't know. There's a complexity to it that I
Yeah.
appreciate. Right? There's certain artists that they'll put out the music and to make the fans happy, and they, it's just churn and burn.
You know,
like
20,
I said.
24 tracks.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah,
whatnot.
there you go. And like,
Yeah.
there's no thought behind it. There's just like, hey, let's make the people happy.
Right.
Where like the challenge is when you do things that like an artist like a Kendrick Lamar does, sometimes it's not gonna work, and sometimes it's going to work.
Yeah, no, it's gonna work, but it might not work for everybody.
Exactly.
You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's what I meant.
No,
It
definitely.
might not work for exactly. It might not work for everybody. To me, the beauty is the person that's actually doing that.
Right.
Because it takes a lot of guts
Definitely.
to like, not make everybody happy.
No, for sure.
And
And you have to be proven in a certain space to do that.
Yeah,
You know what I
to
mean?
even
And
be able to take that chance.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can tell just even off the last joint, that shit felt like it took 10 years to make.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Literally.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and people even try to compare bro to like a rapper. And I was having this conversation with my bro the other day. Like, he's more like a fucking Gil Scott Heron than he is
Yeah.
any fucking rapper. You feel
Literally.
me? And,
That's
like, legit, bro. Like
No, I hear that.
Yeah.
The way he paints the pictures, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can tell everything is so thoughtful, so intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, on some next, man. A lot of
Yeah.
ways.
The chef in me, and this is chef to chef, so you're absolutely
Flavor Vanessa, man. I'm leaving
All
the
right,
chef.
Flavor Vanessa, if you didn't know.
But you know what? Like, you'll understand this. Kendrick Lamar to me, and is like eating at a 3 Michelin star restaurant.
Respectfully.
Right? People think you're gonna go to 3 Michelin star restaurant, you're gonna eat the best food you've ever had in your life, and like everything is gonna be a banger,
Yeah.
and everything is gonna like, no, like
It's
that.
the experience.
It's the experience.
Yeah.
And it's the complexity and
Yeah.
it's the challenge of getting through that, because these are like 2.5 sometimes 3-hour meals,
Right.
sometimes they're 30 courses.
And understanding the point of it.
And not
Yeah.
everything's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But
True.
or you can go to a top 40 artist, which I call pizza, and pizza.
Pizza's
regardless-
gonna pizza every
pizza's
motherfucking
gonna
time.
Pizza, yeah.
Pizza is gonna pizza.
Drake's Pizza.
100%.
Sometimes
Absolutely.
it's really good, and sometimes it's just
Yeah,
Mama
but-
Celeste.
yeah, I
Sometimes
know,
it's
man.
some bread and some sauce and
I'm
some
biased
cheese.
when it comes to pizza though, man, because like, I eat fucking Tony's fucking, you know, Tony's the little damn microwavable pizzas.
Okay.
Like, I find joy in any variation of
Okay.
pizza.
There's something
feel me?
nostalgic about that flavor combo. It's just really,
is.
it's gonna hit
It
every
is.
time. I
It
feel
is.
that.
I'm a Stouffer's French bread.
Oh, shout out.
Okay.
They fell off though.
Yeah,
I had one semi
What?
from your memory of it, which is probably when you were younger,
Yeah.
to now.
What?
That shit turned to
It
me.
still does it for me. I don't know.
You
Maybe
had one
I'm a
when last time you
youngin'. I'm a
had one?
youngin'. Last week.
Really?
It was doing for me.
Really?
I'm a Stouffer's bitch. I know. When I see it in the freezer, I gotta make
It's
it.
the same to you.
Well, how long ago was the same? Because I've only been eating it for 25 years.
25
You know.
She's a baby.
You know, I mean, you know.
Stouffer's, when we had microwave day at school.
Okay. Okay, that's before my time. I'm not aware. I'm not
we
aware
have
of
microwave
microwave
day.
day.
At my school, there was 2 days where you can have the microwave. You can use the microwave.
word.
Right? Because
Shut
they didn't
the
want.
fuck
Yeah,
up.
there was like days where you can bring microwave food, or days where you can only bring like cold food.
Okay.
Yeah.
They putting restrictions on the food. Just where I'm from, long as you got.
We didn't get a
that was
single
the-
microwave day, so
was
I
the-
was
we
eating
had-
cold food regardless.
I was, going to a small little school over, in Westchester.
Westchester, period.
Shout out to
Wait.
Escuela.
Okay,
Square.
if I was gonna say if you went to Cowan, I was gonna lose my mind.
I went to Escuela.
The shade? Wow. Okay,
yeah.
let's continue.
No, I went to Escuela,
Escuela.
and we had small classes, like maybe 20, 30 kids. We all
Okay.
came up together. Yeah, we had microwave day. And Red Baron pizza was my go-to. And
Not
that
Red
was the one where
Baron.
everyone was like,
Wow, this
The
got
Baron.
Red Baron.
let's see what's... I'm sorry, not Red Baron. Stouffer's. Red Baron is what I
Stouffer.
graduated.
Okay,
Okay.
you graduated.
Stouffer's French
Stouffer's.
bread.
Okay.
Like that's a,
I
I
was
feel
gonna
like that's
say.
a downgrade, man. Stop
No,
like.
man, when
I
the
was
Stouffer
feeling
went
like it was
Red Baron-
giving
I feel
like
Stouffer's
Kirkland. It was giving
Stouffer's
Kirkland.
was the premiere, and then Red Baron
No,
was
man.
just like
Stouffer's is that girl. I don't know what the
when,
hell
when
you're
I
talking
first had
about.
Red Baron in the deep dish, I was like, yo,
you lost it.
Change the game.
this changed the game for me.
I'm
yeah,
dead.
absolutely.
Okay.
All right, dope. While we on the topic of bread and cheese,
Bread and
yeah,
cheese.
like pizza,
Cheese and
feel
bread.
me?
Yeah.
Man, I want to make you something a little special. You understand me? All right. I know we talked about simplicity. You know, simplicity is everything, but sometimes you gotta add a little razzle dazzle to some shit.
Just a little sprinkle of
Just
it.
just a little bit.
twang on it.
You feel me? So,
Like Gino with a
that,
J.
That part, Gino
I mean-
with a J.
There you go.
it's already in you. It ain't on you. It's in you.
Period.
You feel
There
me?
we go.
So, bro, I prepared something a little special for you, bro. All right. So I know you like sourdough, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna be the vehicle for this whole ride that we're going on.
vehicle.
You understand
Let's do
me?
it.
I like what you
All
did
right.
with that.
You
I
understand
like what
me?
you did with that.
You
I
picking up
like
what I'm
the
putting down?
vehicle to the ride.
That part.
Period.
So, got you a little sourdough. All right. Know you love brie.
Oof.
Come on, man.
This is
Speak your
where
language, champ.
we're twins.
I'm
We're
speaking
air
your-
sign
I'm speaking
twins.
Your language, champ.
Okay.
Got a little brie and Havarti. You know,
Havarti.
Havarti. Are you familiar with Havarti?
I'm familiar.
Okay,
I'm
all right.
familiar.
So it's a
little
Danish cheese.
Havarti.
It's a Danish
We got the
cheese
French
that is-
and the Danish
French
together.
and the Danish, you know what I mean? But it adds
bringing
more,
nations together.
Exactly. It adds a creaminess, you know, and it has a little bit more salt. than
Even
brie,
more
I thought.
creaminess than brie.
Listen, you gonna see.
I gotta believe it. I gotta see it to believe it.
Little brie, and on that, you know, what also pairs very well with brie is pears. I don't know if you know that, man, but
Hell
got
yeah.
some fresh seasonal pear. You
Okay.
understand me?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
And then you can't really have a elevated grilled cheese, because that's basically what this is, my brother. You know, it's we graduated from the American singles. You know what I mean?
And I
the
mean,
wheat bread
I'm not.
and or
I
white
love
bread.
an American single.
I do
So
too.
to top that is,
I do.
it's you're.
I do as
you're-
well, you
You
know?
got a challenge on your hands here,
I fully understand, you know, but I'm up to the challenge.
as you should.
All right.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just for shits and giggles, we're gonna sprinkle on a little prosciutto.
Okay.
A little prosciutto.
Prosciutto. Did I say it correctly? I hope I did.
A little prosciutto.
Prosciutto. There you go.
Prosciutto.
A little
There you go.
prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
Y'all is
There you go.
An
prosciutto.
Italian meat,
Yeah.
which is a ham.
A
Yeah.
cured
Thigh.
ham.
A cured ham thigh.
Period.
All
A
right.
thigh.
Yeah.
We like a thigh.
Yeah, no,
We like
right?
a thigh.
Thigh is
I'm a
key.
fan of a thigh.
Thigh, you know, that's where all the flavor is. You
Period.
know, some people are breast people, some people are thigh people. I feel like a lot of flavor holds better in the thigh.
That's
All
it.
right.
And that's Hey.
That part. little crumble prosciutto, because, you know, we had to get it crispy for texture, you know?
Okay.
And we're going to finish it, man, with a little fig and blackberry reduction.
I love it.
All right?
I'm so ready for this.
Straight
I
up.
don't even know.
Dre, what you got for me, Chief?
I love it.
All right, yes, sir.
yes.
Let's see what's going on. Coming hot?
Please.
My bad.
Can't wait for this.
I know. The production of it all. I'm so excited.
Can't wait for
I'm ready.
this.
A little crispy prosciutto?
Listen, man.
A little crispy prosciutto.
It's all about texture, yeah. And then just,
I'm a texture bitch. I can feel that.
Just for shits and gigs, I had a little olive tapenade. You know what I mean? Just to, you know,
Okay.
have a nice little brininess, bitterness. And I know it sounds like a lot. And I know we were talking about simple dishes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm a sweet and savory.
I
type
mean,
of dude.
that's
I know
it.
you are as well, man.
I am too.
You just
Feel
like to
me?
get a little bit
Big and
extra.
brie.
You just like to
Feel
get a
me?
little bit extra.
Exactly. So,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
at all. Why would
Period.
it be?
I love it. I'm ready.
I'm looking
do it.
forward
I'm ready
to
for
it.
this.
Now, it's only right on Break That Bread, bro, that we actually break that bread, man. So this is an offering for me, man. Asia, shout out Dre, the food coordinator, aka the stylist of the food, aka Mr. Finesse with the wrists. All right. So this is from us to you. You know, hopefully this takes you back. You know what I'm saying? Sparks some memories. You know, and enjoy, man.
Oh man,
Dig in,
I
brother.
know I'm gonna love it. You gonna eat with me?
Of course, man.
Hell
Chill
yeah,
out,
man.
bro. Let's break that bread.
Let's do
You
it.
can't break that bread unless we break that bread.
Let's do it. All right.
That's nice. A little bit of that.
You just see the layers of flavor.
Yes, sir.
You know what you're gonna get.
It's compounded. So, like I said, we have beautifully freshly baked sourdough, which is the vehicle. Got some brie, some Havarti, fig and blackberry reduction. You know, if you want a little dip, a little rip and dip. We got prosciutto, fresh pear.
Fuck.
Oh, this is pressure. Man.
Yo, this works.
All right?
I know you said blast from the past, but this is like forward into the future.
All respect, brother.
Absolutely, man.
Man. Yeah, bro, this is good. See, I'm big on texture, so nice crispy out, butter. Mm-hmm. Anything that is crisp with butter, it's top tier in my book.
No, this is
Loving that fresh pear in there. Fucking fig blackberry reduction is fucking beautiful, and it's balanced. Like, has a lot of sweet elements to it, but it's super balanced in my opinion.
no, man. The saltiness of the prosciutto, the brightness of the olives, richness of the cheeses. They all just work so well together to counteract that sweetness from the fig and the fig and the blackberry. The cohesion, man.
Love, bro. Thank you, man. It means a lot
Absolutely.
coming from you.
Holy shit. Take one more bite.
Damn. That's a quality sandwich right there. Brother Soul, you a fucking legend, bro. Thanks for being here with us. We ate good. We're still eating good. And yo, remember, change the game, don't let the game change you. All right? Big bless. It's fine.
Yeah. Good, but
I'll break.